What up, YouTube? Timers here. Since this month I'm doing my reviews for past September films, here's my review for the 2011 film Shark Night, which literally turns 10 years old this week. Now, Shark Night, if you really want to look at it, is technically a Jaws ripoff. You know, it is about a shark. And I remember when this thing got released, it was of course rated PG-13, which I thought was a little odd. But then I realized, Jaws was PG, and that movie turned out, and that movie was awesome. So I decided to go check out Shark Night. I remember watching this thing in theaters when it got released, and I thought the movie was pretty fun. It was fun for what it was. It was entertaining. It was of course directed by the late director David R. Ellis, who also gave us a couple of the Final Destination movies. I believe he gave us the first one, if I'm not mistaken, and the second. He also gave us Snakes on a Plane, so he did a really good job with that one as well. And this movie stars the likes of Sarah Paxton, who plays this college student named Sarah, who her and her friends, ended up preparing for like a weekend of fun in the sun here. And soon after, they end up diving into the lake, and one of their friends ends up getting wounded by a shark, and the friends also pile up into this tiny speedboat and escape from cover, and they discover that they are surrounded by hundreds of massive hungry sharks here, who are ready to to feed on them and all. And this movie is, I remember I literally saw this thing in 3D, because when it got released, it was actually simply titled Shark Night 3D. Probably one of the fun 3D films I had in years. I always love these type of movies in 3D. They are so fun to watch. And like, I saw Piranha 3D in theirs. I saw Piranha 3 Double D in theirs. And Shark Night was a fun one to watch. Texas Chainsaw 3D was pretty fun too. And yeah, this movie definitely, also had some interesting cast members too. Like, you also had Joe David Moore, who you might remember from Grandma's Boy fame. You also had Katharine McPhee. It was pretty cool seeing her in like, in pretty much like a horror movie like this. Going from American Idol to this, interesting there. Alyssa Diaz was also in this. Tanaka Wiles, Donna Logue, who you might know from Gotham fame. He of course played I believe he played Commissioner Gordon in the show, not Commissioner Gordon. He of course appeared in Gotham as Commissioner Gordon's right hand man. Joshua Leonard was also in this. Well, of course this movie was PG-13, so it was not really like as bloody or anything like that. But I thought the kills in this thing, was pretty fun to watch. It's always fun to see sharks just gobble up people on screen. Come on. And the sharks, actually, they do, of course, look fake and all, but I thought they look really cool. These type of shark movies are a tad bit better than something like Sharknado now, alright? And this was definitely a really cool, entertaining film, an entertaining joke ride. It's a shame the movie did not do so well. I believe it only made about, 18.9 million in the box office. Did not do so well in theirs. And the reviews wasn't so great. It actually has an 18% on Rotten Tomatoes and 22 audience score, which is disappointing, because I thought this movie is much better than most people give it credit for. It's such an entertaining one. What are you expecting? Shakespeare, people? You just go, you just sit here, have a good time, and it's a really fun one to watch. If you guys have not really seen Shark Night yet, you can probably find it on like Vudu, Prime Video, Apple TV. Give it a watch. You might either like it or you might not like it. Anyway, let me leave you guys. What did you thought of the trailer? Have you ever seen the movie Shark Night? If so, what's up? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. This is Tim Sign out.